Yo, 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 everybody. Welcome back. It's No Border Sports. We are talking about the NFC West Championship game. It's me and Waruna, and our wonderful friend, Bayareaballer18.
Hey, thanks,
Oh,
fellas. I'm pumped up to talk some ball. Thanks for getting me on here.
So let's move on to the next topic. I know Eric has to start his show at 7:05, call-in show. So after this one, what is the winning formula? Simple question.
Yeah. I mean, it's run the ball. It's run the ball and run it some more and run it down their throat. All right. But you know what? I'm going to actually flip it to the defense because when I looked back at that week 18 matchup, the defensive line showed up big time. All right. When the Rams jumped out to that 17-point lead, we weren't making Stafford uncomfortable. He wasn't uncomfortable enough. If you give Stafford time in the pocket, he's going to find Cooper Kupp. He's going to find Odell Beckham. He'll hit Higbee a few times. But the way we disrupted him in the second half with Arden Key, Bosa, Eric Armstead. I need to take back any negative word I've ever said about Armstead. That's the biggest change of this season was when we shifted Eric Armstead from defensive end to the inside at defensive tackle. He's been an animal. All right. So that is the way. That's the winning formula. Get Matthew Stafford uncomfortable, sack him, put pressure on him, push the pocket, get bodies around him because that makes it a lot more difficult for him to operate. And he's thrown some interceptions this year. So if we can put the pressure on Matt Stafford, I expect a turnover, maybe two. And to me, that's a winning formula.
Okay. So Ryan, before you answer, I'll just ask, can we stop Cooper Kupp getting behind and make some big plays?
Yes. So this is my philosophy with Cooper Kupp. Okay. You can't shut him down. Okay. All you can do is utilize enough people to try and limit him just enough so you're not taking away from the rest of the defense and hurting it. Okay. You got to keep him in front of you. Other than that, yeah. I mean, if you can make Matthew Stafford have to wait 5 seconds before he can throw to him, I mean, the game's won. I mean, he's going to get a couple passes off to him, but the game's won at that point because the defensive line's already getting home. You know what I mean? Those boys can eat, especially if it's in a bad situation and they're blitzing. You know what I mean? They show that double A gap all game and then don't blitz and then all of a sudden do some kind of a stunt and then bring the linebacker at the last second. You know what I mean? Like, it's deadly. It's, rope-a-dope. You know what I mean? You're getting them all tired and you're just getting them complacent and everything's good. And then you just come back and hit them in the mouth. So, yeah, I think that's what we need to do on defense. You can't shut that guy down. All you could do is make it so he has to go through all this stuff to get finally open. And when he is, hopefully your defensive line has gotten home. The key to the offense, like he said, run. I would love to see a jumbo package with an extra offensive lineman. I would love to see that. I would love to just totally see that. I want to see people, smashed in the mouth, and I want to see it with an extra big body in there. And I don't know if the defensive line from the Rams can handle that. You're talking about
Would two tight ends do that for you, Ryan, if we're playing more Charlie Warner and George Kittle?
No, you need an extra offensive lineman in there. You could have Warner and Kittle in there also. I don't have a problem with that. You could put Charlie Warner in like a wing T formation behind the line and use him as a second fullback to hammer up the middle.
Was this Navy? This ain't Navy, Ryan.
Bro, you got bodies, you run the ball. This is how you do it. This is how you demoralize people. Do this in the first half. Make all the defensive line suck win. This is the other thing, too. I said this before on Jack Hammer's show, on Grant's show. Nobody ever really picked this up. But when you do this, you're going to force another defensive lineman out there. Okay? At least one more. That's gonna do things for their rotation. Okay, and it's gonna mess up the rotation just enough to where somebody is always gonna have to be out there. And then you're gonna have to someone's going to have to do more work than the other ones at any certain point in time. So there's always going to be one guy who's more tired than the other ones. And that's just going to draw their energy down by, like I said, if you do this in the first half, they're going to be tired by the first half is over. And then you're going to be able to go back to your regular offense and run on them, and they're going to be gassed.
Yes. I think one thing, the advantage that 49ers have as a team, they are not afraid to play physical football. I mean, they would just do whatever they want to. They have that ability, the attribute, just hanging there. 49ers are like a guy who want to get into a bar, but the bouncer do not let you to. But he would just try to come back from the back door, wherever he is. But he always want to come back. You just chase away the guy. 1 minute later, he's still there. 49ers have that attitude. I love it because you can't get rid of that team. So that's what the key success of this team, the formula, moving. I mean,
the 49ers find some way to put people in a phone booth. No matter what your team is designed to do, they put you in a phone booth, and then the knife fight is on. And the only chance you have is to open the door to that phone booth. And if you can get out, you've won. But if you're stuck in that phone booth, there's no chance that it's going to be a guaranteed win for you, because it's going to go back and forth, and it's going to come down to the end.
Yes.